Hi guys, and welcome back to Being Bambi. I am here with another video. I am filming today my first trimester recap. I know it's a bit crazy because I'm actually kind of near the end of my third trimester. I am 35 weeks and 1 day today. I put notes throughout my pregnancy of all the symptoms, how I've been feeling, etc. So at least I know that they are factual and indeed how I was feeling at that time. So for those of you who don't know, a trimester is a period of pregnancy. There are 3 trimesters in a pregnancy, and each trimester consists of 3 months. Trimester is months 1 through to 3, or week 1 through to 12 of morning sickness. I know most people, the reason it's bad is because they feel so sick, or they're so vomity. My ring stuck to my cows. Oh my god. Wait, what? I wasn't really feeling sick all the time. I wasn't feeling nauseous all the time. I probably vomited a total of 5 times in my first trimester. So considering a lot of people are sick constantly and that is one of the first signs of pregnancy, I didn't really have that. Your sense of smell heightens, and it was certain smells made me feel a bit like, oh, like a bit sick, like ugh. But I wasn't physically getting sick all the time. The smell was so strong, probably by about week 3 of pregnancy. I could smell everything. If someone hadn't showered, I knew they hadn't showered. Like, I could smell you. I could smell tea. I was driving and the fumes of cars were just more intense. I could smell people's lunches while they were in the fridge. I could smell what perfume people were wearing. My sense of smell was just really intense. I wasn't that bothered by it, apart from when it was a bad smell, because obviously it does make you feel a bit like my boobs, TMI, but my boobs got really sore roughly around week 6 of pregnancy. They were heavy. My veins looked really intense in my boobs, and they were just really sore. Like, I could feel almost everything. My hunger level increased by a milli. Like, the hunger level definitely increased. Like, I've definitely throughout this pregnancy been eating like every 2 hours. I graze constantly throughout the day. My tired level, my fatigue was crazy. I was just really tired. I felt like I had no energy to do anything. I wasn't bothered to meet my friends. I wasn't really bothered for anything. I just wanted to sleep all the time. A lot of people say your hormones go crazy, like you get really emotional. I only seem to get the emotion of anger. People just got on my nerves, like humans in general. I was really angry. Like, did go and buy the Pregnacare folic acid and ginger. Apparently the ginger is supposed to help with morning sickness, but the ginger actually made me feel sick. And the size of the Pregnacare tablets, I was like, I'm not taking these. So I actually went to Boots and got Boots own brand folic and vitamin D. They are tiny little tablets, and I was taking those once every day. I actually still take them now because they've got vitamin D in them, and they were really easy to take and they were really affordable. Trimester, this is TMI, but you get really gassy. I don't know why, but you just do. So migraines in my first trimester, kind of later in the first trimester, but I did get a lot of headaches. Thirsty. I was so thirsty. One of the symptoms of first trimester, I was literally down in drinks, down in water. I was drinking about 6 litres of water. Like, you know, the 2-litre bottles of Evian, I was drinking like 3 of them a day. I was thirsty. My teeth made me feel sick. I've now got a really weird sensation where I bite my tongue all the time. That's just started happening end of second trimester. But I used to try and brush my tongue when I was brushing, and that made me feel absolutely disgusting. My skin used to feel like it was crawling. I got pregnancy acne right from first trimester, and I still battle with it. Now it moves around my body. At the moment it's on my back, which is really annoying. When I first got pregnant, my forehead broke out like in a rash, large rash all over my forehead, and they looked really sore. Like the spots looked really sore. They were really red. You couldn't like pop them. They were just kind of under the skin, loads of them, like a rash. They were on my forehead and my chest, like my chest area. Loads and loads of ice. I always wanted ice. It's the sensation of crushing it in your teeth. It was the fact that it made everything really fresh. When I first got pregnant, it was really hot in summer, so I just wanted everything to be really cool, really fresh. Mint choc chip ice cream and ice was what I craved during my first trimester. I think I started to show quite quickly, but I had a lot of water retention because during my first trimester I had an antenatal appointment where you kind of go in, you meet your midwife and you tell them all about your family history. About 45 minutes we went into like everything, and I also had blood tests. The second doctor's appointment that I had during my first trimester was my first scan, so meeting my son for this first time, which was absolutely amazing. Like I remember her putting the Doppler or whatever it's called on my tummy, and I was like, there's nothing there, because it was just black, and I was like, no, there's no baby. And then she found him, and he was literally moving around so much, and hearing his heartbeat and just seeing like a little human inside of me was just, it was crazy, but it was amazing. As I got further into first trimester, so let's say like end of month 2, beginning of month 3, I started to feel like pains at the bottom of my stomach, like in my pelvis area. It just kind of felt like things were stretching in there, almost like mini period pains, but a kind of a different kind of like stretchy feel. I didn't really feel pregnant at all during the first bit. I actually went to Ibiza and a festival, and I was actually going home quite decent time, and I've got quite a lively energy anyway, so you know I didn't need to be drinking or anything while I was out there. So I did still have a really good time in Ibiza, but I did go to Ibiza pregnant in my first trimester, and I went to Garage Nation, I believe. In the first trimester you do a lot of research on pregnancy. I would say don't really listen to the internet. It is kind of full of BS. Keep your internet intake on information really low. I asked my midwife a lot of questions. I asked my doctor a lot of questions. I asked women I knew a lot of questions. I think first trimester was over really fast. It literally went like that. I literally, now that I'm at the end of pregnancy, I feel like it's gone like that, but I feel like now that I'm at the end, it's going really slowly. What apps did I download during first trimester? I downloaded the Bounty app, which I go on about a lot, but the Bounty app really did help me through pregnancy. And What to Expect app, I downloaded those. But for first trimester, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I had a pretty good first trimester, but please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, you know, content from me. Please comment down below things that you want to watch, because obviously you're not all pregnant, so you're not all gonna want to see baby stuff all the time. And now pregnancy is me, it's consuming me. I'm about to have a baby in 4 to 5 weeks time. Like, I hope this was quick and brief. So yeah, see y'all soon. Nice to see y'all. Keep watching, keep comment, like, share and subscribe, guys.